dress here. I wanted a really pretty dress. Look, there are only Elisa's and Luisa's. Ugh, I didn't like this one. Ugh, Mom's going to have to help me. Hi friends, how are you? I'm Ana Clara and I have a party to go to today at my friend's house, but I couldn't find any pretty dress. There are a bunch in the closet, but none of them are pretty enough to wear to the party today. I wanted a new dress, so I'm going to ask Mom to make one for me. Do you think there's still time? Let me check with her. Hey Mom.
What is it, Ana Clara?
Mom, I'm going to my friend's party, but I don't have any dress.
Look how many dresses are over there, honey.
Oh, but those belong to Amisa and Luisa. Those I didn't like.
So what do you want me to do, honey?
Mom, can't you make a dress for me real quick?
Oh, honey, do you think there's enough time? What time is the party?
It's at 7 in the evening.
All right, fine. Hold on. Let me go check if we have fabric, if we have the materials. If we do, I'll come right back with the tape to take your measurements.
Okay, Mommy, I hope Mom finds the materials to make a dress for me, and I'll go to the party in a brand new dress. Woohoo!
I've already brought my sewing kit here. So, let me see what I'm going to need here. A pen to mark with. There's thread here, buttons. Here. I'll need the tape to measure. Alright, let's go. Let me measure you here, sweetie. Hold on, lift your arms so Mommy can measure everything on you. Let me see how much it is here. Okay, now let me check your waist. That's it. Measuring here from the shoulder. Here. Turn around so Mommy can measure your back. Let me see. That's it. And here too. Now, you have to stand up so I can check the length, sweetie. Let me see from the shoulder. Almost to the knee. Yeah, I think that's about right. Well, I think I have all the measurements now, sweetie.
So you really will be able to make a dress for me?
I will. Just stay and behave. I'll make it and come put it.
Cool. Thank you so much. I was dying for a new dress for this party.
Sweetie, Mommy found a pretty fabric.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. With all the measurements in hand, I already have my pattern here. This pattern here is for the top part of the dress, which we're going to trace and cut all the way around. We'll place it on the fabric, trace it, and cut it out twice. And then we'll also need 4 more rectangles, one rectangle measuring 90 by 7 centimeters, one rectangle 90 by 6, and 2 rectangles 16 by 5 centimeters. I already have my rectangle 90 by 7. My 90 by 6, 2 rectangles of 16 by 5, and the 2 parts of the top all already cut out. I'll start with the top. I'm going to take one of the pieces and place it like this. I'll grab my 16 by 5 rectangles here. I'll fold it like this, right sides together, and sew here and here on both sides, then turn it right side out. I've already sewn my 2 strips. They turned out like this. Look. Now I'm going to the machine. I'll sew right here with a wide stitch and gather it. I'll do the same thing with the other one. Before gathering, I marked the middle, folded my piece like this, made a little snip here just to mark the center, and I'll also mark the center here on this shoulder of the top. See, just with my hand here, with my fingernail, look, I'm going to mark where the center is. So I'll line up the center here with the center of the top, like this. And I'll pin it in place. Now, yes, I'm going to gather a bit to this side and a bit to that side. You just need to pull one of the threads. Take it out here. Look, and let's gather it. Let's leave a space of about 1.5 to 2 centimeters from the edge, from the end here. See, we're going to gather it and pin everything in place. I've already gathered this side, and now I'm going to gather the other side as well and do the same thing. I'll gather it, pin it, and then I'll move on to the other sleeve, to the other side, with my other piece. I've already gathered and pinned both of my pieces. Now, if you don't have much sewing experience, you can go ahead and sew right here on top of this seam you made together. And do the same thing on the other side. If you have a bit more practice, you can do it all at once. Now I'm going to take my other piece, place it right sides together, line everything up, and sew it all together at once. That way, I'll secure both pieces at the same time. If you can't do it this way, first sew the little piece, remove the pins, then place this one on top and sew again. Then sew from the underside, right from the other side, where the seam is already visible so you can sew exactly on top of it. I've sewn it, and I've already made a few snips here along the curve so it doesn't bunch up. Now I'm going to tuck this little ruffle in tightly because I need to sew this other part here now. So I have to roll it up well inside here so I don't sew over my ruffle. Then I'll do this on both sides, and then I'll come and sew from here, go around, and come down here. I've already sewn it, made the little snips, and trimmed the tip here so the fabric doesn't pile up. Now I just need to turn it right side out. To turn it right side out, we just go through this bigger part and pull. Using the ruffle itself, see? You just pull gently, slowly, and the back part will come out. I've already turned my little dress right side out, and it looks like this. Now, what am I going to do? I'm going to take this back part and fold it over here. I'm going to bring these two sides together here, always lining up at the seam first, then the ends. I'll pin it and sew right here. I'll come over to the other side and do the same thing. I'll fold this end over here, line up the two sides, pin, and sew. After closing the sides, our little top will look like this. Look how cute it's already turning out. Now, we just set this part aside and move on to the skirt. For the skirt, we're going to take our strip that's 90 by 7. Depending on the thickness of your fabric, you'll check which is the bottom part and serge it both along the bottom and on both sides. Now, for our strip that's 90 by 6, we're going to fold it in half like this and serge the side as well as the entire length with it folded this way. If you don't have a serger, you can use the zigzag stitch on your machine. After serging the bottom part and this folded part here, we're going to take a rickrack like this one. Let me show you what mine looks like. Look, it's like this. It's 90 centimeters, it's the same length as my strips. So what am I going to do? I'm going to place it like this, the right side of my rickrack. Because it has a right and a wrong side, I'm going to take the right side of the rickrack and put it here on the right side of my fabric, like this, at the bottom, just like this. Look. I'm going to line up the bottom part of the rickrack with the bottom of this larger strip of mine and sew it. After I sew it, I'm going to flip it over like this and place this strip here, right here, lining it up with the other side of the rickrack and sew it, because then I'll fold it down as well. So what we'll show are just these little holes here. Look, these little X's here. So, did you get it? I'm going to take the right side of the rickrack with the right side of the fabric, line it up like this, and sew along the bottom. Then I'll flip my rickrack over and line it up with this one here and sew it. After that, I'll press everything down with an iron so it sits nice and flat, or even top stitch it so it stays perfectly in place. I've already sewn it, and it turned out like this. If you want, you can press it with an iron to set all the stitching. Then you fold the top flap upwards and the bottom flap downwards. And then you press it with an iron and smooth everything out nicely so that this whole part here, the zigzag, the little excess, stays open. And if you want, you can also top stitch this seam right here on the front, both on the top and bottom, so everything stays neat and tidy and it all sits nicely downward. I'm going to top stitch my seam and then I'll come back to show you how it turned out, all sewn up. Look how it turned out. Look at the round side too, how neat it looks. The finishing is really nice and tidy. Now I'm going to take the opportunity to make a little hem here. Look, I'm going to fold this side and sew it. And on the other side as well. It's already serged, so I'm just going to fold it and sew a seam. Once that's done, I'll sew 2 wide stitches along the top edge, all the way across, and gather it until it matches this measurement here. And now I'm going to pin my whole skirt here onto the top. I gathered the whole skirt, pinned it, and already sewed it onto my top. If you want, you can sew everything together at once. Just put both parts of the top together, line them up with the gathered skirt, pin, and sew it all together. I like to sew them separately to get a better finish on the inside, but if you don't want to, you don't have to. You can just sew everything together, then serge it, and come to the front and top stitch the seams so everything stays nice and neat. Not me, though. I like to do it the harder way, where I sew only the front part first, then I fold the back part over and sew it on top here, see, to hide all this fabric. But it does take a bit more work. The other way is easier. I've finished sewing. Look at how the inside finishing turns out, just like I told you. It looks neat, all covered up, and in the front it looks like this, see? So the little skirt stays all nice and flat. Now we just need to add the Velcro. Put one piece of Velcro here and the other one here so we can close up our dress, and it's done. Look how beautiful it is, really full. It turned out so cute. Now I'm going to need a purse, but I have to wait for Mom to bring the dress so I can see what color it is. Ana Clara?
Hi, Mom. Did you finish my dress yet?
Yes, I finished. Beautiful.
Oh, let me see. Let me see.
Hold on, Mommy's putting it on now.
Oh, Mommy, thank you so much. I'm so happy you made a new dress for me.
I sure did, sweetie. So let's put it on so we can show your friends how it looks on you too. Let me take off your little shirt here. That's it. Let me put the little dress on her so we can see how it looks. I just took the measurements, but I didn't try it on. Let's see as it sits. Look, it closed perfectly in the back. It turned out perfect. Look how beautiful it is. Let me fix the little sleeves here and adjust the skirt since it's really full. Look, friends, how beautiful it turned out. It fits her just right. Let me turn her around so you can see the back too. Look, they closed up nicely and turned out perfect. Isn't it adorable? So I already picked out a pair of Crocs for her to wear. Look how cute. Let me put them on her little feet. I wanted to put some prettier little sandals on her feet, but her feet are so small and I can only find Crocs to buy. I can't buy sand. Yeah, I can't find sandals. But it looks cute too. Look how beautiful it looks. Now we just need to fix her hair. Let Mommy brush it. Make her look really pretty. Let me turn her around here. Always brush gently so you don't ruin her hair. With these dolls, it's not good to brush their hair too much because it can get damaged, especially if it's curly. It's better not to comb it so as not to take away the shape, right, of the curls. Ana Clara's hair only has a few waves, but I comb it very slowly. Here, like this. Osa, let Mommy see here. Look how beautiful this is. It's so cute. Then I took this little bow here to put in her hair. Up here, like this, which matches the dress that's also red. And I picked out 2 little purses so she can choose which one she wants. Look, sweetie, Mommy got these two little purses here and both of them match your outfit. Which one do you want?
Oh, I don't know, Mommy. Oh, it could be this one with the long strap. That way I don't have to keep holding it.
I think it's more practical to have a purse you can hang over your shoulders so your arms are free. It's a super cute American girl purse. So, inside her little purse, I'm going to put a cell phone. I got this unicorn phone for her. I'll put a little mirror in here too. Let me put the purse here. Look, I grabbed this little mirror. How cute. I'll put it inside too. And a little lipstick. I'll even put a little on her now. Like this. Look how gorgeous she is. There, now I'll put it in the purse so she can touch up later. Then you just close it and it's ready. Look at that. Now we just need to hang this purse. Do you think it fits through here? Yes, it does. Look. You lift her little arm, put it through here, and done. She already has her little purse, all fancy, ready to go to the party. Sweetie, you look so beautiful in this outfit. Look, friends, how adorable she looks. Let me turn her around here. Look how cute she is. She looks just like a princess. And you, friends, if you want to make a little dress like this, just come down here to Ah. So for those who like the dress pattern, I'll leave the link with the template down below in the video description so you can print it out and make this beautiful dress at home for your baby Alive.
I loved it. Mommy, thank you so much. And you, friends, did you like it? If you liked the video, don't forget to leave a like down below and also subscribe to the channel so you don't miss anything. It's beautiful, isn't it? Now let me go to my friend's party or else I'll be late. A big kiss and see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Thank you, Mommy, for the beautiful dress.
You're welcome, sweetie.